All right, so we're back about to repot this Monstera we got right here. First thing first, let's go ahead and light this whatchamacallit, citronella incense stick we got from Murphy's. There we go, we got the torch lit up. All right, now that that's lit, I think, bro, everything has water in it. Like, it is crazy. It's been raining so much over here. I think this is lit. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. All right, so now we have this liquid fertilizer that we've always kept inside here. And this is called Green. We got it from Rainbow. Pretty sure you can get it on Amazon and shit like that. So I'll go ahead and link it. We've been using this since we started with our houseplant journey. So I'll place that right here. And then second thing, let's go ahead and get our potting tarp situated. Now the first one we did for the plant care made simple, that one did really well. I think one of the little hacks you can do on YouTube is just to continuously mess with the title until that shit hits, and we figured it out. So we're actually gonna go, oh, see, that was so easy. Look at these roots right here, it's crazy. That's just showing you that this plant is extremely healthy, and I'm very excited to repot this. This is our gnat trap, so I'll go ahead and place that right there. And now we're gonna place this beauty into here. So rule of thumb is, your decorative pot, you want it 2 times the size of the nursery pot, so clearly it could fit, you know what I mean? Another thing I've seen people do is just like put their pot right here and then place the soil and do some shit like that, but I don't like to do that. All right, so the first step, you want to go ahead and start with your base, because basically, say we put the plant right here. First of all, it's super shallow and there's no base. So I want it to sit essentially like something like this, about like, something like that. So you want to start with the base. That's the most important thing for me. And I'm sure there's millions of other ways to repot a plant, but this is what I do. And this has not failed me once. So this is the routine I stay with. I just want to go ahead and mix this up. I'm gonna add a little bit more, maybe 2 scoops. And then we're gonna press, just so that way the base is nice and compact, but you don't want it to be too compact, because this is essentially the most important part, because this is where the soil is going to be draining. Need to get another chopstick, but then you just go ahead and, poke little holes, mix it up. But at the end of the day, the soil is still nice and compact. So now let's go ahead and do a test. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this yellow leaf. We don't need that anymore. So now, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and do a test. So nope, I need to bring it a little bit more up. Again, I want it ideally like about right here, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. So now I think I'm about to do maybe like 3 scoops. Probably need more, honestly. But I think 3 should be good. Couple more, 2 more. And again, this is not only is this the base of your plant, but it's also where the roots are going to be growing. So obviously we have these, this set of roots, and this is what is initially this is what we started with. So now all this soil right here and the rest of the pot, the roots are going to take over all this surface area type shit. I don't know if that's the correct word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, one more test. All right, that's solid. So now it's all about placement. So I'm pretty confident with the placement of our Monstera right here. I think this will be good. So now I'm gonna gently loosen up the soil. Not that there's any, but I want these roots to be free. So anyway is good. Just give it a good smackaroonie, or gently massage it out. But if it's not trying to give, you don't force it, because regardless, if they're already in this case they're already pretty loose, so you don't got to worry about massaging it out. But for the video's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and do it as much as I can. All right, whatever, that's enough. So now let's go ahead and place it back about right here. And now you just lay the soil and then evenly spread it. Evenly spread it around, so that way it's just spread it evenly around your pot, and drainage won't be an issue. And with this little tool, I'm gonna go ahead and equally distribute the soil, because at the end of the day, the goal for this, I call it like the packing stage, and the goal for this is to make sure or allow the plant to fully stand by itself. And don't rush when you're repotting. You know, this is essentially, I like to call it therapy. You know, it's just you and the plant. Normally I wouldn't be recording, but it's just, you know, you and your plant, and you're taking time out of your hectic, crazy life and just focusing on you and the plant. You're just slowing down time. So I think this is good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just start massaging the soil and distributing it to make sure it's gonna be nice and even for my plant. I think I named this guy Murphy, I think, or Marty, maybe Murphy. Still just gonna add a little bit more soil. And you don't wanna add too much to the base. I mean, the end goal is the goal for adding soil, at least on the top, is to cover everything, but you don't want to cover like the little babies and stuff right here. You still want to give them room to breathe, and you don't want to, you know, push them into the dungeon of soil. So now the plant is pretty compact, nice and compact. So now the step is just to basically just put as much soil as you want. I don't think there's necessarily a recommended or desired or required amount of soil. I just like to add it until I can't see. So basically, you guys see that there's like a rim right here, right? So that's where the root, you can see the root right here. So I'm basically just trying to cover that up while patting down, because you don't want the soil to be too airy. You want the plant to fit snug in its pot. And the soil I use is nothing special. It's just some Miracle Grow extra perlite and some bark. A lot of people like to use orchid mix and mix it into their soil. I do that too, but right now, because I have all this soil, I'm not doing all that. Normally I do though. I actually don't know where the soil is from. I think it's from a leftover from a client. All right, so now this is what we're working with. Now we're just still patting down, making sure it's snug. But after that scoop, we're pretty much done with soil. Now, at the end, I like to go ahead and break up the soil without damaging the roots. You gotta, you know, remember where you put where you have the roots. Just be gentle with this step. And you also don't want to damage the plant. So now, I'm gonna go ahead and add this green. Basically, the rule with green is you want it as close to the soil as possible. And with this little notch right here, basically what it's gonna do is slow feed into the roots on its own. Trying to find a good spot for it. Right there seems to be solid. Might be a little eyesore, but who cares? So I think we're pretty much done. Homie is looking pretty good. This is what we're looking like right now. Not necessary, but for the vibes. This is all like dead skin, pretty much. Oh, and we actually have some new growth growing. So this is gonna be some new growth right here. And we got, which looks like to be another leaf, which also looks like to be another leaf. Let me show you right here. So there's some new growth right here, just little guys, but these are where the larger stems are gonna be coming from, because this is the largest stem on the Monstera. So this is where all the new growth, all these leaves right here. But yeah, aside from that, we're pretty much done. Now the only thing that's left to do is to give it a good watering. All right, so now I want to go ahead and water until the water is leaking from the bottom of the pot. We want to equally distribute the water, and then eventually the water is going to leak. There's no set amount of water that you want to water your pot with. There's no like magic amount. It's just literally however long it takes to start dripping from the bottom of the pot. I know I get that a lot. It's like people ask like, oh, how much water should I use? Like, there's not necessarily a set amount of water. You just continue to water until it drips. And we're starting to get some drips. Hopefully there's gonna be more than that, because then that means I need to add more water. And I don't have any more water. I gotta wait until the Brita fills up again. But yeah, the goal is for the water to just be like constantly flowing. But we're getting there. And this rule for watering is not only once you repot your plant, but it's actually in general. That's what you want to do with the water. Every time you water your plant, you want water to be dripping from the bottom. And one more thing I think I should tell y'all is when you're watering your plant, you don't want the water to be cold as hell, because the roots can go into shock and like basically die. Not to be dramatic, but yeah, you want the water to be like room temperature. We normally use our Brita and we, dispose of the water or drink the water that's already in there that's cold, and then we fill it up with water. There we go. Now there's enough. You guys see that? No, you don't, because I'm blocking it. Let me go to this side. All right, you guys see that? That's what we want. And after that, we're done. We're done repotting. We did it. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. See, that's what we want. This right here. You never water unless, or you don't stop watering until the shit drips, okay? Because a lot of people, I've seen people mist the soil. I've seen people freaking leave ice cubes. I should do like a how not to water your plant video too, because I'll be seeing some crazy stuff. But that's it, y'all. What do you guys think? This is our new Monstera. We've repotted it into the pot. It was once in this small ass thing. And now look at this beauty. Hopefully it grows a lot more. I'm sure it will. Not too fast because we don't have a bigger pot than this, but wish us luck. I'm sure it's gonna grow pretty fast. I'll keep you guys updated, obviously, but it's your boy Playmate P. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.